evening, everybody. I'm hoping you can hear me properly. So yesterday we were not able to do much. We only did one calculation. So today we'll do one more calculation for NPV. So we are going to be getting our illustration from here. Okay. So the question is, Ndokwa West Local Government Council is proposing to establish one of the following projects. Advise local governments on the most viable project that should be embarked upon. Below stated information were supplied by the local government treasurer. So I'll just pick this as a question. Let's do that right away. So, assuming that they want to embark on project Q, project P, and project N, that's three different projects, right? Then you have the cost of initial investment for project Q is 150,000 naira. For project P, it's 200,000 naira. And for project N, it's 250,000 naira. So what they from the different projects, the receipts from the projects. So year one, year two, year three, and year four. So in year one, for project Q is 100,000 naira. Year two, 120,000. Year three, 40,000. And year four, 50,000. For project B, year one is 90,000. Year two, 120. Year three, 20,000. And year four, 30,000. While for project N, year one, 70,000 naira. Year two, 100,000. Year three, 60,000. And year four, 60,000. So this is the question. So what were we asked to do? We were asked to advise Ndukwa West Local Government Council. Remember, this project is being held by Ndukwa West, is an assumed company organization. So they want to embark on project Q, project P, and project N. So their cost of initial investment, is this. Cost of initial investment is this: 150, 200, 250. So what they are expected to receive from the 4 years are these. So we're expected to calculate the net present value of this project right now, of the three projects, and then out of the three, we will now decide or advise. We are to advise the local government is which one is viable, which one is more profitable. And you need to remember the decision rule. What is the decision rule? The decision rule says that the project with the highest NPV becomes the most viable project. Remember the one we did yesterday was just for one project. We only looked at one project and we did it to know if that project was profitable or not. But now we have three projects. We have three projects at hand, and what we are supposed to do is to calculate for each of them. And when we do the calculation for each of them, you will then find out that one of them is more profitable than the other. So let's move over to the calculation properly. So, solution, we're going to pick them one after the other. We'll solve for project Q, solve for project P, and solve for project N. So, the first project here, the first project here is project Q. So, we are going to solve for project Q first. So, here is the discounted factor. Remember, this is NPV, so there must be a discounted factor. So they gave us 5%. They said we should work with a discounted factor of 5%, and which is A1 0.9523, A2 0.9070, A3 0.8638, and A4 0.8227. Is this clear enough? So this discounted factor for 5%. So for the 4 years, 0.9523, 0.9070, 0.8638, 0.8227. Remember, this one was given. We did not solve anything to get this. It's already on the discounted factor table. So this is what we are going to work with. This discounted factor of 5% is what we are going to work with. So for project Q, remember we're working with project Q first. So the year, the discounts, inflow and outflow. The year, you remember it always starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The discount, remember, is discount of 5%. So year 0 is always 1. So year 1 is 0.9523. Year 2, 0.9070. Year 3, 0.8638. Year 4, 0.8227. Now, what's the inflow? Remember what they use in purchasing, that's the what they use in starting up the project. For project Q is 150,000. This is it. 150,000 naira. Yes. So that's what you bring in. It seems I said inflow. No, not inflow, outflow, please. After that, the money they sent out. What's the money they sent out to purchase the project or to begin the project? So the inflow is nothing. They just started, so nothing has come in. Nothing is expected to come in. So this is dash. Now we're told that the expected inflow for year 1 is 100,000 naira. So we just fix them here. Year 2, 120. Year 3, 40. And year 4, 50,000. So now, remember what we are going to do here. We did that yesterday. You have your discount, you have your inflow, you just multiply each of them to get the outflow. So let's do that quickly. All right, 100,000 times 0.9523. We gave 95 to 30. 120 times 120,000 times 0.9070. That's for year 2, right? 108,840. For year 40,000 times 0.8638. It's 34,552. Then for year 4, this place looks congested. Sorry for that. For year 4, 50,000 times 0.8227. It gives 41,135. So what's the next step? The next step after multiplying the inflow by the discount, I'm so sorry for that. Let's do that again. 95 to 30 plus 108,840 plus 34,552 plus 41,135. So it's a total of 79,757. So what's the next thing? You deduct this from this minus 150,000. So our net present value is our net present value is 129,757. So this is a solution for this. This is the NPV for project Q. If we were solving for project Q alone, right? If we were solving for project Q alone, looking at this, is it profitable or not? It is. It is profitable because the total cash outflow is higher than the cash outflow of 150,000. So there's a positive difference of 129,757. So if we were solving for just Project Q, we would have simply advised the company or the organization that based on the above calculation, the NPV of Project Q is positive. It has a positive NPV. So we advise you to proceed with this. But that's not the case here now. We're not solving for just one project. We're solving for three projects. So we have to do solve for the three of them. It is after we've gotten the three of them, that's when we'll now know which one is more profitable. When there are more than one, you're now looking at um bigger, biggest. You're looking at which is bigger, which is more profitable. So we are done with Project Q. This is Project Q. I'm hoping you understand this very well at this point. This is it. So let's get the NPV for Project P. Okay, are we back? Are we back together? I had a little network disconnection. So the year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You bring in your discounts. Remember the discounts factor of 5%. One 0.9523, 0.9070, 0.8638, 0.8227, and then your inflow. Just bring in this inflow, right? This is inflow for Project P. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first year, the when they started, there was no inflow. So dash. So you won 90,000, 120,000, 20,000, 30,000, and then the outflow. This is the outflow. The outflow of Project P was 200,000 naira. So you bring it in here. So to get the outflow for the following years, year one, year two, year three, year four, I'm sure by now we know how to do the solving, the calculation. So let's do that. 90,000 times 0.9523, 85,707. Year two, 120,000 times 0.9070, 108,840. Year three, 20,000 times 0.8638, 117,276, and then the final year 30,000 times 0.8227, 24,681. So the next thing is to sum them up. Remember, you sum them up. So please, you can sum them up. Let's see if we arrive at the same figure. Okay, here's mine. 236,500. Is that what you got? Did you get 236,500? If you did not get 236,500, you're wrong. So, oh, 236,504. Please remember, this is not the NPV. This is not the NPV. You can only get the NPV when you deduct the total outlay from the initial outlay, or you call it outflow, or you call it what else. So NPV is 236,504 minus 200,000. So it's 36,504. That's our NPV. 36,504. If you look closely, the total was more than what they put in. So it's profitable, right? Yes, it's profitable. But that's not what we were asked to do. We have to calculate for all of them. So we then tell them the one that is most profitable. Is like they have three options and they just want to pick one. So it's our duty to check the three of them, four of them, as many as it may be, and then advise the company on the one to pick. So this is it for project P. This is our NPV for project P. So now we are going to this project Q and project P. So we have one more project to solve for, and that, my brethren, is project N. made a very, 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 very big mistake, guys. Please. So, what do we feel in here? What's the inflow? What's the inflow? I suppose you got that. We are solving for project N. These are the inflow. So you're going to take these figures 70,000, 100,000, 60,000, 60,000. Remember, for the first, when they started, there was nothing. So what was the outflow? Remember, this was the outflow, 250,000 naira. I'm sure at this point you all are professionals now. I can decide to leave this place blank and you will get it. So let me allow you about 2 minutes for you to solve this. Fill up this place, get the figure, the outflow for year one, outflow for year two, outflow for year three, and outflow for year four. All right, 2 minutes starts now. Time up, time up, time up, time up, time up. All right. So what's the total first? What's the total? The total is 258 551, right? Hope that's what you got. So what's NPV? What's NPV? I'm waiting. What's NPV? NPV is 258 minus 250,000. So it's 8,551. Now here, now you have it. This is NPV for project N. So we're going to bring together the three projects, and you will tell me which project is most viable. This project N, this project P. Can you see it? And this is project Q. This is project Q, project P, project N. Yeah, I'm guessing you know the correct answer, right? So project Q has it. Project Q is higher. The NPV for project Q is 129,757,000 naira, or dollar, or pounds, or cents, or cedis, or whatever it wants to be. So this is higher. Now, how do you advise? How do you advise? Remember, you're not just calculating. At the end of your calculation, you need to advise as a financial advisor. Yeah. So simply put, no long story, no long talk. Based on the above computation, the local government council is advised to invest in project Q because it gives you a reason, because it has the highest net present value of 129,000.